Hi, welcome to this video today, which is on the subject of best trading books. Now, in terms of this video, I want to review one of my favourite investment books of all time, the Zurich Axioms. First read it back in 1987. And the lessons in the book never go out of date. Now, in terms of the book, it's the lessons from 8 millionaire Swiss bankers. Now, in terms of the lessons and techniques, they're all very simple, and you can incorporate them in your own trading strategy to achieve success. Now, in terms of the lessons, most of them go against conventional investment wisdom, but that's no bad thing, as most traders and investors lose money. Also, the book gives you a totally different attitude to risk. Most traders who come in the markets have the wrong attitude to risk and do not manage it correctly. I want to start with this point first. I just want to play a short clip of a Swiss oil trader to illustrate the point. Then we'll come back and discuss getting the right attitude to risk and my favourite lessons from the Zurich Axioms.
We're there to take risks and, if we get it right, make money. Show me a top university graduate, a mining engineer, mathematics, philosophy graduate, and I'll show you one of the world's worst oil traders. A trader will tell you, well, this is the playing field, just go for it. Let your experience, your intelligence, and your nose for risk be your guide. And sometimes we screw up, good and proper.
Welcome back off that short clip there of the oil trader. I'll just discuss the significance of what he said in a moment with some of my favourite lessons from the Axioms. But just before I do so, I've got to say in my intro that you can actually join our free mailing list on the link beneath this video. We'll send you more reviews of essential trading books to read, the best trading strategies that work, psychology tips, and finally the best trade setups weekly. Now, in terms of that oil trader, he's making a key point about the markets. Our business is dealing risk. That is all it is, okay? We are dealing risk. That means we're dealing with uncertainty. Now, most people who come in the markets are not comfortable with that at all. They think they're going to be, but they're not. If you take his example there of a mechanical engineer or a mathematician, why do they make horrible traders? Well, they're used to dealing with order, aren't they? Most people are. So you've got to see the Forex markets for what they really are. And there's a lot of people who tell you that they're orderly and there is some sort of science behind price movement, past is going to repeat into the future, etc. It's not true. It will do sometimes, of course, but markets are chaotic. When you're dealing with risk and uncertainty, what you got to do is focus on risk control. And one of the great traders of all time, Larry Hite, said, I don't see markets. All I see is risks, rewards, and money. Now, you're going to have to lose money. The best way to see the markets is a business. Any business has an overhead. Lighting, heating, staff costs, tax, etc. But it hopes to make more money by its sales. Okay? And that's what successful businesses do. You cannot avoid losses. Okay? Now, in terms of when you come in the markets, you've got to embrace what you are doing. Another way to make it more comfortable, in my view, and it's kind of counterintuitive, is when you open up a trading account, make sure there's a meaningful amount of money in it. What I mean by that is a lot of traders come in the markets and they'll put in an amount that goes to that well-worn investment wisdom, only speculate with funds that you can afford to lose. And basically, if you lose, it's just not going to make any difference to your lifestyle at all. I think if you do that, you will not be focused on good money management because it doesn't really matter if you lose. You need to have an account that's big enough, okay, that you can take small risks on that account, but the amount of money you risk is still going to hurt you a little bit. If it hurts you a little bit, then basically you're going to be more focused on the market, okay? Basically keeping your losses small and also being very patient and waiting for the high odds trades. Right, one final point on risk. My view is that risk makes life worth living. If you go through life without taking any risks, it's going to be pretty boring. Now, if you look at all the great traders, or many, or the majority of people who are successful, they had setbacks. That's experience. Life is about experience. They didn't have, one way sort of route to success. There were setbacks along the way, which they overcame. So yeah, risk, part of life. And even if you failed at Forex trading, at least you tried. My own view is that anyone can win with the right attitude. Now, in terms of high odds trades, the Zurich Axioms make the point that you don't need to be trading very often at all. You need to be very, very patient. If you're going to risk your money, you want to risk it on high odds trades. And most traders trade too frequently. I know traders who probably trade just a couple of times a month, maybe even less over the longer term, yet they make 100% gains. They're focused on the big hit, okay, the high odds trades, and you should too. Now, in terms of, there is a lot of talk in the investment community that you should diversify to reduce your risk. That is not a good idea. The axioms make the point that diversification will just dilute your gains. If you've got too many trades on, your winners will cancel out your losers. So you do not want to have too many trades on. Also, if one trade can go wrong, they can all go wrong. As Warren Buffett said, diversification is for traders who don't know what they're doing. George Soros agreed with that point as well. Now, if you're trading the markets, okay, you use a very simple technical system. You do need a gut feel for the market, as we saw in terms of that clip with the oil trader. How long does that gut feel take? You've got to learn to really feel the sentiment behind the candles and the price action. I'm going to say it's going to take 6 months to a year, or maybe even more for some traders, before they get really comfortable with trading and consistently profitable. Now, in terms of the Zurich Axioms, they basically stress go for turning points, go for contrary trades. My own view is that is the best way of trading. Why? Because your risk to reward is skewed. You'll have low risk and high reward. If you try and catch trends in motion, you've got to be aware that other traders can see them as well. And you normally have to take more risk to stop. Okay, so I favour turning points as per the axioms. Now, in terms of more axioms and just some quotes in relation to the ones that I've just gone through, I've done them on a storyboard over some scenery of Switzerland, where obviously Max Gunther, who is the son of one of the Swiss bankers, comes from. When you read the book, it will inspire you, it will motivate you, and you will, after reading it, know that you can achieve success. To what level? I don't know, but I'm sure you can become a competent trader. Right, here are the quotes and some more lessons. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you go and get the book. Thanks for watching the video.